Hi, this is Dr. Sam Osmanagich. Today is October 12th, 2023. I'm in archaeological, touristic, sport park Ravne 2 in Visoko, central Bosnia and Herzegovina. Beginning of this month, October 3rd, 2023, we discovered the potential entrance to the prehistorical tunnels. We named it Ravne 6 tunnels. So far, from 2005 until 2023, we have discovered total of 6 tunnels, which we named KTK tunnels in the downtown of Visoko, Ravne, Ravne 2, Ravne 3, Ravne 4 and Ravne 5, proving that we have the largest prehistorical underground tunnel network under any pyramid complex in the world. Of course, we do have 4 levels of tunnels under the Giza Plateau and Giza Pyramids, unfortunately not open for public because they are much older than the end of the last ice age. We do have tunnels under all Chinese pyramids in the central province of Shanxi. We have them under Palenque, the Mayan site in the Mexican state of Chiapas, or Teotihuacan pyramids in central northern Mexico. However, the Bosnian network of underground tunnels is by far the most extensive tunnel network ever. So far we have cleared more than 3.1 kilometers, and we suspect that at least 100 kilometers is the length of this network. On several levels, we have discovered entrances to 2 different levels. One is 476 meters above the sea level, and the other one is 471 meters. We suspect 3 to 7 different levels of underground tunnels. So, beginning of October, we were working in this area, and the place where we can see this hole, we suspect that it might be a potential tunnel. However, after a few meters, we concluded that there is no tunnel there because just by looking at the stratigraphy, it was very common geological stratigraphy in Bosnia. So, we have dark soil, light soil, we have light clay, dark brown clay, and gray clay. That's the usual stratigraphy when you have geological continued phenomena. However, at the bottom, we could see that there was a conglomerate block. Based on our experience, that always the conglomerate block was actually the ceiling for the underground tunnels. Our field archaeologist, the Master of Sciences in Archaeology, Osmanagich, who's been with us for 5 years, decided to experiment and try to do some preliminary digging under this block. And voila, October 3rd, she discovered a hollow space. We started to enlarge it, and then we realized that there was a small entrance. We entered this entrance during the first prospection, October 4th. Myself as the principal investigator of this project, and the archaeologist Osmanagich. Even though only 3.5 meters were free to enter it, the elements that we've noticed, they're all directed in a direction that we do have underground prehistorical tunnel. Why am I saying that? First, the ceiling, the conglomerate block. Secondly, we found traces of 2 drywalls to the left and to the right from the entrance. Drywalls, of course, made by intelligent hand. Number 3, we could see the filler material. The filler material has been there for a very, very long time and became very compacted. Number 4, we could see tunnel going to the right. This is the southern directions towards the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun, which is our ultimate archaeological goal. Due to the quantity of the filler material, we could not see if there was another tunnel going straight, direction east-west. I suspected that there was a tunnel there, so I said this was probably the intersection. And finally, we can see the stalactites on the ceiling and the stalagmites coming from the filler material, meaning that this tunnel, this opening, this hollow space has been there for a very long time. In the last few days, our field archaeologist with the help of the volunteers from at least 10 different countries. We are clearing the entrance with the idea to prepare this for the next season. However, during removal of some of the filler material, we realized that there was a tunnel going straight east-west direction. And what we're going to do today will be the second prospection of the tunnels, and we are going to hopefully prove that this was part of original huge underground tunnel network with the oldest structures, not only here in Bosnia, Balkan, Europe, but probably in the world. So we'll see you in about 30 minutes. So we have entered Ravne 6 tunnels after 6-7 meters, and when we passed the first barrier, that was filler material, through the very small hole we moved through, and now we have this larger space. This is direction east-west. As we can see, there is an open section, and here we can see the dry wall. This is south, and behind me there is maybe 2 meters open section also, but then filled with this non-compact, loose filler material. This is north. So obviously the civilization who closed all these tunnels, they didn't want people to go towards south, towards the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun, which is our ultimate goal. So today we're going to be moving through this open section. As you can see, 3 meters down the road, we can see another, this time very compact dry wall. This is what we use to see in Ravne tunnels, Ravne 3 and Ravne 4 tunnels. Dry wall, no mortar, no cement, no binding material, but very compact. Their role was to keep this filler material inside so people don't get to the southern direction. Now, we just measured the first energetic value. The negative ions are always very important for us. At the entrance, it was excellent concentrations of 1,500 negative ions. That's even better than on the mountains near Sarajevo, Igman, Bjelašnica or Jahorina. They are from 750 to 1,000 negative ions per cubic centimeter. Much better than in our houses, where we have only 20, 30 to 50. In the downtowns of big cities, 100, 150. So, at this point, 6-7 meters from the entrance, we have the value of
25,000 negative ions per cubic centimeter.
So 25,000 using this material, which is called air ion counter. It shows us 25,000 negative ions per cubic centimeter, meaning these tunnels are also having healing properties. Evo suhozida, prolaza, imamo 90 stepeni, okuku, evo još jedan suhozid ovog prvog, imamo još jedan suhozid sa desne strane, kao da se kružno kreću. I ovdje imamo prolaz koji se kreće prema jugu, to je smjer koji nam treba. Ublačimo šljikovati materijal. Još jedan suhozid u nastavku. Ovo je možda i najveća koncentracija suhozidova u dosadašnjim tunelima. Tunel vijuga. Ovdje imamo baru. Imamo ponovo zatrpani prolaz i ovdje je za današnju prospekciju kraj. Dakle, ukoliko bi očitali sve ove suhozidove, imali bi ponovo pravi mali labirint. Ovo je dosta kompaktno. Kao nagoceni kamenje, kao da je neko pomicao kamenje. Se ovdje neko uvlači u dalekoj prošlosti, možda tražeći nešto. Dakle, malo je neobično da vidimo da su ovi suhozidovi ovako ispremetani, da je kamenje ispremještano. Dakle, vrlo je lako moguće da ovdje imamo, nakon što su tuneli zatvoreni, neki ulazak u ove tunele. So we are moving along in the tunnels, and what we are discovering is the number of dry walls. Here's one, here's another one. So many tunnels. Obviously this is a labyrinth-like scenario, the same like in the Ravne tunnels. It will be a lot of work here. We need to clear, of course, the floor and see if there are some artifacts. But this is rather unusual to have such a curvy tunnel going almost in a zigzag direction. So hopefully next year, 2024, you'll have a lot of work.
In tunnels Ravne 6, our second prospection in last 7 days, we can see on all our way from the entrance to these tunnels, we can see side passages, we can see dry walls. Some of them are blocking side passages, some of them not. Our future work will tell us probably more about these tunnels. We have for now like between 50 and 60 meters of these tunnels, and probably it's keep going on. drywalls. Also, for example, we can see this one. As we can see, it's going almost to the top of the ceiling of these tunnels. And for now, we are not able to see if there is side passage on a side or not. Our future work will tell us more.
Here we are after 40 minutes, second prospection of Ravne 6 tunnels. I am very happy to state that we do have genuine, original section of Ravne tunnels, which is part of the most extensive prehistorical underground tunnel network in the world. Ravne 6 tunnels are located in the hill between two valleys. To the left are Ravne 3, Ravne 4 tunnels, to the right are Ravne and Ravne 2 tunnels on two different levels. And now Ravne 6 are on this hill that we name the Bell Tower. Why the Bell Tower? Because of the energy phenomena that we measure here. So we have the best frequency of electromagnetic field, 28 kilohertz, of the ultrasound, 28 kilohertz, the levitation frequency, very low frequency of 7.83 hertz, original Schumann resonance, very high concentration of negative ions, the same phenomena that we measure on the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun. And indeed, this hill, like the body, moves to the south for 2 kilometers, to the east for 400 meters, ending in the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun. It looks like a huge head and the body of this important, how to call it, animal or pyramid complex. Well, today we discovered finally part of nice networks. In the past, in 2017, we did discover one chamber and one short tunnel, and we called the chamber organ chamber because of high concentration of organ or life or chi or prana energy. But that was it. It did not continue. But here we have a case that those tunnels, they move in all directions, east, west, north and south, with many drywalls. As a matter of fact, the drywalls are longer than it is common case in a case of the Ravne, Ravne 3 or Ravne 4 tunnels. And not only that, you could see a couple of places, some types of chambers, they were like a zigzag, again drywalls, and for the first time we found some type of the pile of rocks. Somebody was using rocks from the drywalls making this pile. So it's not as compact as the usual drywalls, but it's something else. That was the first sign that somebody, after the drywalls were built and after the tunnels were closed, that somebody came afterwards. When was that? We hope to find out, because we found also 2 pieces of wood, several places, and then we found the traces of one wood also being laid between 2 rocks, between 2 stones. So we'll have material for the radiocarbon dating, so we can figure out when was the last time human foot set in those tunnels. So we have a scenario of at least 3 cultural layers: builders, drywall, and those who came later disturbed the area, removed some stones from the existing drywalls. I'm very happy because we have a rare opportunity to actually find new stuff. Many archaeologists and students of archaeology, historians, geologists, anthropologists, people in the museums, don't have a chance to find a new discoveries in the world of archaeology. They usually work on places where everything is already known, being that ancient Roman graveyard or Greek or some other palaces or residential houses and so on. This is completely new discovery. This hill has never been considered a part of the cultural heritage, never seen as a potential archaeological location. Well, we have proven them wrong. This is indeed extremely important archaeological location, because rivals, as we proved that in the case of Ravne 3 tunnels, are over 20,000 years old, being the first structures here on European soil. So I want to thank you, all our volunteers. Just during this shift, we had volunteers from International College, from Mostars, with the people from at least 10 different countries, and we have our regular volunteers from different countries also, led by our archaeologist, field archaeologist, Master of Sciences in Archaeology, Osmanagich. And thanks to her experience and persistence, this discovery has happened. She was able to go there, to think about this, to share the information with other volunteers, and decide to dig under this conglomerate block and discover first potential entrance. And today we confirmed that this was the real part of a huge prehistorical underground tunnel network.
At the beginning, it's my honor actually to discover something like this. Secondly, our second prospection gave us a lot of different information. This tunnel, for sure I can say that it's so interesting, and our future work will tell us more about it. For now we can just see side passages, and that this tunnel is going forward, deeper. We will see how deep is it going. We found dry walls, we found organic materials, so for sure I can say there was anthropogenic activities, probably through different time periods. Our future work, where we are planning to include different methods of excavation, will give us more information about it.
So, first measurement we have already done. So let me share the results with you. If we start to speak about the humidity, we have the same humidity like in Ravne tunnel, Ravne 3, Ravne 4. It's 84%. The temperature inside Ravne 6 is 11 degrees. The concentration of negative ions, we have done the measurements on the 10th meter, about 40, and on the end most probably about 60 meter. So the concentration is between 25 till 27,000 negative ions per cubic centimeter. The percentage of oxygen are interesting. They are going like a long sinusoid line, 20.3 till 20.1, and again it goes higher and a little bit down. That you can compare. Outside we have 20.9 percentage of oxygen. The gamma radiation outside today we had 0.15 microsievert per hour. It's very low concentration. Inside 0.1.
So these are excellent values, especially negative ions, which are on healing levels. Usually about 5,000 negative ions per cubic centimeters. It's a healing level. The mountains in Bosnia and elsewhere are about 750 to 1,000 negative ions per cubic centimeters. The highest I measured around the world about 2,000. One place in Slovenia 5,000. And then of course we have Niagara Falls, considered the highest in the world, 100,000. However, in the Ravne tunnels last winter we measured 225,000. But these are extremely high levels. Everything, like I said, higher than 5,000, you can use it in therapeutic purposes. And here is 25,000 just after 6, 7, 8 meters. Deeper you go, a little bit higher. So I would say that these tunnels, Ravne 6 tunnels, will be considered in the future, 2, 3, 5, 10 years from now, the healing tunnels also, and we will see line of people, queue of people waiting to get inside. And before we finish, I'd like to invite a few of our volunteers to join us just for a second and give little statements, because they are part of the discovery and even part of the second prospection. So if you can just introduce yourself and the work done here.
I'm Kim and I'm from Australia, and it's just been a privilege to be a part of this particular dig or discovery. Every day was something new, and it really is has been a massive team effort. We've had people here from all around the world, and we couldn't have done it without AMNA and every volunteer that has given their time.
My name is Nasser and I'm from Yemen. And I'd say this is a really interesting discovery. and that was done by the contribution of everyone here, especially Dr. Sam and Dr. Amna. Thanks to their effort and thanks to everybody's efforts.
Good. Marie-Sophie.
Hi, I'm Marie-Sophie. I'm also a coordinator with volunteer on the field. I was not really a part of digging of this discovery, but I'm glad I explored today with the team and be a part of this fantastic discovery, another one. And as always is giving us a lot of hope to more discoveries and a lot of work with more volunteers, so please join us. Yes.
My name is Billy. I've been here for the last 8 years, and I can say every year it's a very exciting place, and Ravne 6 is the same as when we discovered Ravne 3. It's a nice feeling. I was part of the people who went inside. It was interesting, and I would like to invite everybody else around the world to come and be part of the volunteers. Thank you. And I would like to thank Amna for being there, always guiding, and Semi Osmanagich. I met him in 2007, and I'm here to stay how much ever I can. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much.